Do you wonder if there is a guaranteed way of making wealth? Are you tired of working day and night in pursuit of money that is far from your desired amount of wealth? Well, I can tell you some rules that all the crazily rich people on the globe follow. For most people, life is nothing but a journey from education to employment. This is what they have seen their entire life and therefore replicated as well. But that's not how the rich think. So, to burst the bubble for you, the rich do not believe in full-time employment to get monthly paychecks. In fact, they believe in generating income from multiple sources. To do that, they follow a certain set of rules. In this video, I will tell you some rules that the rich follow to earn huge sums of money. Make sure you watch the video till the end so that you do not miss any of these amazing wealth-generating rules. If you are new to this channel or didn't subscribe yet, then make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to stay tuned. 1. Multiple sources of income. Most of the masses know only one way of making money, and that's full-time employment. They work the whole month to receive a monthly payment. But that is not the way you can make yourself a huge amount of wealth. Most people make earned income, which is the money generated in exchange for your time. This may be from a regular 9-to-5 job or freelancing. Well, this might be a great start, but there's more for you out there in the world of income. You should know that rich people opt for profit income rather than working hard for the earned income. This income is generated when you create a product or a system or buy it just to sell it for a profit. Often profit income is much more yielding than hourly based work to make wealth. For instance, if you buy a pair of shoes for $60 and sell it for $120, well, there you go. You make a profit of $60 in no time, while someone else had to work for at least 3 or more hours to earn the same amount of money. Well, of course, you would need selling skills for that. If you're not good at selling, you can always opt for multiple other options that we have for you. For example, you can generate investment income by putting your money in the stock market or buying property just to sell it when profits are high. So this income is also called capital gains. Moreover, if you have artistic abilities, this is a bonus point. Yes, you can claim the intellectual property of your creative work and get royalty income for the rest of your life. The most befitting example of generating royalty income is that of J.K. Rowling, who gets royalties for Harry Potter books, movies, games, and even theme parks because Harry Potter is her intellectual property. 2. Understanding debt. The rich know the golden principle. Debt can build you or destroy you. This might surprise you. One of the secrets of the rich for making wealth is that they use debt to get the assets that they cannot afford with the money they have. But wasn't debt always a bad thing for your finances? Well, that is not entirely true. For example, if a business is looking to expand its operations, either it can wait for years to gather a considerable size of wealth to support its plans, or it could just borrow money from the bank and start the expansion right away. In the first case, this company might need 5 years before it can afford the labor and equipment required for the expansion. In the second scenario, this company will be making much more profit since it ventured upon expansion using the debt 5 years ago. So you see the difference? This is what a good debt works like. If a debt does not generate income, it is bad debt. In fact, it is very much like taking money from your future self. In other words, bad debt only increases your purchase power with no returns in the future. On the other hand, good debt increases your investment power, since it helps you to leverage assets that will generate money in the future. So you've got the point. Debt can be used either to make wealth through investment, or it can simply be used to aid your purchases. Where the former strategy is productive and income yielding, The latter is a financial blunder. And guess what? The rich know it very well. 3. Become an owner. To grow rich, you must become an owner. You might have observed that the richest people on the planet are the owners, be it an enterprise or land. This allows them to control the system and run it according to their need. Well, this is a great option for those who have a business mind, and if you're not a business-minded person, well, that's not a problem either. You can always invest in other people's businesses and get your own share. Tony Robbins once stated, "If you have an iPhone, but you do not hold Apple stock, we have a problem. You are a consumer, not an owner." So, you have two choices to grow rich. Whether you can own a system to make riches, or can participate in the already established systems to claim your part in the global wealth. If you are not interested in holding ownership, you can opt for the easier path instead. You can simply invest in the S&P 500, which will allow you to claim your share in the top 500 companies of the United States. By such investment, you can get a share in the profits of top-performing U.S. companies without having ownership. Isn't that amazing? 4. Detaching income from time. The problem with poor people is that they weigh their wealth in association with their time. In other words, they generate income on the basis of hourly work. But guess what? Dependence of income on time acts as an income ceiling. That is to say, there will always be a limit to making money by hourly wage. For instance, let us take the optimist numbers. If a person makes $25 an hour, he or she can make $600 maximum in a day. This is if a person can somehow manage to work all 24 hours of a day, which is humanly impossible. If this person does not take any break, he or she can make a maximum of $4,200 a week, $16,800 a month, and $201,600 a year. Well, this is absolutely unrealistic. Yet, there are people out there making millions of dollars every year and even more. The sole reason for this magical capability of making money is that these people break the link between money and time. So, this is where financial freedom makes its way into your life. As Tony Robbins once said, you cannot earn your way to freedom. But how do you detach money from time? Well, if you notice, most rich people do not make money on basis of their time. Rather, they focus their energies on making systems that will generate money for them. For instance, take a look at the success story of Grant Cardone. Cardone created a system that would sell his educational products for him. This way, he did not have to do everything by himself. In other words, he attained financial freedom, which allowed him to pay attention to other options as well for creating more wealth. Cardone took the money that he generated from this system and invested it in real estate. This way, he had hundreds of people working for him to run the business and thousands to pay him the rent. So the fundamental of making money is not to earn money by investing your time and energy, but to establish a system that will generate money for you. Believe me, this is the smartest way of making wealth. 5. Understanding different types of taxes. Have you observed that some major corporations provide striking tax incentives that other people do not have? The reason is that tax incentives are put in some businesses to make them do financial activities that will serve the state's economy. It is vital to have a thorough understanding of taxes if you want to make wealth. So there are 4 major categories under which people are taxed. These include income tax, self-employment tax, business and corporate tax, and investment tax. Well, the thing that you should know about taxes is that income tax and self-employment tax are the highest forms of taxes, accounting for 37% of the federal taxes. In this regard, self-employed people are allowed to enjoy certain flexibility in payment of the taxes. They can claim any expenses of their business under the notion of business expenses, thus lowering their taxable income which lowers the amount of tax that they are responsible to pay. On the other hand, tax incentives are for corporations and investment ventures. These sectors are provided tax incentives since they help the government in strengthening the economy. For example, they provide employment, create medicines, allow advancements in energy and technology, build affordable houses, and many other such services. The rich know the tax game, which helps them in making more money. But of course, you would need to seek a bit of expert advice to navigate the complex world of taxation. By following these simple rules, you can generate riches by playing smart. All you need to do is to pay attention and take wise financial decisions. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video. Make sure you are subscribed so that it will motivate me to come up with more similar videos. See you soon.